People of the world. YouTube's adding more ads with mid-roll breaks available in shorter videos. All right, YouTube. Instagram gives all users the option to pin post comments. Pin post comments? What? Snapchat shares new data on sports engagement. I'm curious about that. Google adds new prediction and trend tools to help maximize ad campaigns predicting the future. I hear that's how you make dollar bills, y'all. Get better pay-per-click results fast with these 7 Google ad shortcuts, making it easy to spend money on Google. Why would they do that? Oh yeah, they love money. How to find and improve underperforming content. Where is it? How do we improve it? 15 simple tips to master Facebook Live. Also, so much love to the 2 likes before the show has even started. Are you kidding me? Marketing is a foreign language. Starts now. OMG, YouTube's adding more ads with mid-roll breaks available in shorter videos. Have you ever noticed how every YouTube influencer creates videos that are around the exact same length, which is approximately 10 minutes? The reason for that is YouTube's monetization policy. Currently, YouTube enables mid-roll ads on videos that are at least 10 minutes long. Who's got 2 thumbs and didn't know that? So for YouTubers who are trying to generate revenue, which I don't know, all of them, it makes sense for them to maximize their potential in this respect by creating videos that always cross that 10-minute threshold. Shout out to whoever hit the like button, numero 3. Chat, you're on fire. Thank you so much. That also at times probably means that some have to stretch out their content a little more, which is not ideal for the creators or their fans. We see this with blogs. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, yeah, everybody and their mom said, well, it's got to be at least 400 words. We order content from a website called Text Broker. When you order content, you basically say, these are the keywords we would like. Thank you very much. This is the word count. But what you end up with are sentences that, for example, will, have a lot of, you could see them as words in the middle that not necessarily contribute more or less to the sentence. Garbage sentences like the one I just said. You see that with blogs, so of course you're going to see that with video, especially when they're forcing the creator to hit this arbitrary 10-minute threshold. So stretching out content makes for garbage content. Well, soon that'll change. This week, YouTube has announced an update to its monetization policy, which will mean that videos of 8 minutes in length instead of 10 will now be eligible for mid-roll ads. Same problem, right? It's still an arbitrary number. I get that they have to choose a number, but it's still an arbitrary number. As per YouTubeage, starting in late July, videos that are longer than 8 minutes will be eligible for mid-roll ads. As part of this change, mid-roll ads will be turned on for all eligible existing videos and future video uploads, including those videos where you may have previously opted out of mid-roll ads. Oh, geez. Videos that already have mid-roll ads turned on will not be impacted. So shorter videos will now be eligible for monetization. Great. Fantastic. What does this mean? Data from the Interactive Advertising Bureau, an advertising industry body, suggests that 1 in 4 media buyers and brands have paused all advertising for the first half of 2020, and a further 46% have adjusted their spending downwards. This is what we saw here at Send It Rising. We saw a precipitous decline in pay-per-click. Luckily, the vast majority of our clients are more than just pay-per-click. It is a part of their overall spend, but we have a lot of SEO clients. 4 likes on Marketing as a Foreign Language today. Oh my gosh, my heart swells. It swells with joy. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Instagram gives all users the option to pin post comments, After Instagram first announced that it was testing the option back in May, the platform has today confirmed that all users can now pin up to 3 comments within their post-interaction streams. From Vishal Shah, today we're rolling out pinned comments everywhere. That means you can pin a few comments to the top of your feed post. By highlighting positive comments, you can better manage the tone of the conversation. Well, there you have it. You post something on Instagram, and it's glorious. It's everything you've ever wanted. It's a cat and a dog and a platypus underwater basket weaving in a hot spring in Tunisia. And you think to yourself, this is, in fact, the greatest possible photo of all photos of all time. And then some troll decides to leave a comment that is not what you want to see. Now, apparently, you can pin up to 3 delicious, wonderful, positively positive comments ahead of that trolly negative comment. So there you have it. Instagram allowing the influencers, the Instagrammers themselves, to control the conversation a bit more. I'm for it. I'd vote yes. Can you believe it? 5 likes? Oh my gosh. Now I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Thank you, everybody. Snapchat shares new data on sports engagement among users. I've often wondered if, with the COVID-19 pandemic, if the world of sports will be forever changed. I think many would agree that it will be. So, Snapchat, what do you have to say about this? While much uncertainty remains about the immediate future of live sports, with various professional leagues around the world working to continue to play amid the lingering COVID-19 threat, the NFL has outlined its plans to go ahead with its season launch in September. That's great news for us Las Vegans, as I can quite literally see the Raiders training stadium from where I currently stand. I know. Also, I will mention that I was watching TV in a hotel room not too long ago, and I watched a soccer game in Espanol. I think it was on Televisión, and there were very few people in the stands, and you could actually hear the players yelling at each other. You could hear their boots scraping along the turf, and it was very surreal, but I enjoyed the game, I would argue, as much as I normally would. I don't really need the crowd, but that's just this guy. In addition to this, last month, the NFL signed a new deal with Snapchat, which will see it triple the number of highlight shows on the platform, which will air in near real time. Now, that is an interesting partnership. Let's remember that Snapchat is leading the way in augmented reality. So all the overlays that you see on NFL, that's kind of Snapchat's game. So I wonder if some of the folks that are actually in the physical event using Snapchat will have like NFL sponsored filters, which will allow them to see like the stats of players, that sort of stuff. Like if the AR can pick up on the number, you might be able to see certain data about a player. That's one example. You could actually even pick up your screen and see like the score and have like a television. It could be a lot of things. This comes after Snapchat saw an 80% increase in average time spent per viewer consuming NFL partnered content on Snap last season. Oh, it's blowing up. That once again underlines the significant engagement that Snapchat sees despite its smaller user base to Facebook or Instagram for now. Again, when I talk to folks in like the 15 to 24 demographic, I say, hey, Facebook this, Facebook that. They say, yeah, I don't have one, or my parents set one up for me a while back. I know it's crazy. You might feel old, but they don't have it. They don't have Facebook. They simply do not. Lenasia writes, are moms allowed on Snapchat? The answer, luckily for moms everywhere, is yes. Yes. Excellent question, Lenasia. Thank you for that. So there you have it. Google adds new prediction and trend tools to help maximize ad campaigns. Google has announced some new tools to help advertisers maximize their ad campaigns, according to Andrew Hutchinson on Social Media Today, including updated recommendations based on evolving search trends, new tools for managing your campaigns on the go, and improved transparency into its automated, quote, smart bidding process. Esther Sass writes, yes, Lisa's a Grammy and is on Snapchat. So also grandmothers, apparently, rumor has it, also allowed to snap. First off, with search behaviors changing significantly amid the COVID-19 pandemic, Google has highlighted the rising value of its recommendations page, which is available within your Google campaigns and in the Google Ads app. Okie dokie, here we have it. They're trying to make it, for lack of a better word, idiot-proof. They want your money. They don't want you to be scared. Quote, for example, keywords and targeting recommendations make it easy for you to find new trends that are relevant to your business. More than 16 million keyword recommendations in Google Ads are based on market trends, with new recommendations added every day. Google says that one brand, Art Naturals, was recently able to increase its site traffic by, is that a 7? Sure is, 100% by using the recommendations listing to detect the rise in search interest in, quote, organic hand sanitizer and soaps. So what they're saying is you download the Google Ads app on your telephone, and there are recommendations that say, hey, you might want to consider things that are exploding right now. For example, organic hand sanitizer. That might be a keyword you want to hit. Art Naturals company. It's using AI technology to figure all of that out. Some of these trends will likely be obvious, but it is interesting to note that potential nuance within Google's full search log could help you identify new opportunities. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Quote, in the coming weeks, you'll be able to create, monitor, and manage your portfolio bid strategies across accounts at the manager account level by combining campaigns from different accounts into a single portfolio. This is all just admin stuff. Don't be afraid. It'll be easier to drive more performance across these accounts as part of this update to portfolio bidding. Bid strategy reports will be available for your new cross-account bid strategies. Okay, let me break that down into English. You're going to be able to go onto your phone, find keywords that you may not have thought about before, and you'll be able to look at all of your accounts in an easier way. This, in addition to more explanations as to how smart bidding works, will make it easier for advertisers to get a better view of their ad performance. And lastly, Google's also launched manager accounts within the Google Ads app. They're desperately trying to get people onto the app. Can you tell? I certainly can. Fix the lighting. Also, Google's launched a manager account within the Google Ads app, which will enable marketers to view and manage their Google Ads accounts on the go. Okie dokie. You know what? Sounds like a coffee break to me. Why is it so good? Does anyone know the reason why coffee is so delicious? Let me know in chat. Get better pay-per-click results fast with these 7 Google Ads shortcuts. Be on your way to better pay-per-click results. Just use these 7 Google Ads shortcuts to help you save time and give you insights faster. Thank you, Susan Winograd with Search Engine Journal. Streamline close variant keywords. All right, so we're running pay-per-click ads. And back in the day, we had to be pretty specific with Google Ads about the keywords we wanted to show for. Things like misspellings and plurals were all necessary because Google was literal with the keywords in phrase and exact keyword match types. So there are different match types you have in Google Ads. If it's exact, you're only going to show your ad for exactly that. So if you do like a mistyping, so for example, if I did internet marketing, but I just forgot the first I, so it's like internet marketing, exact match keyword type, they would have to type exactly that misspelling to have an ad appear. Exact keyword match types are good if, you're super duper specific, but then you have phrase match and broad match, and they expand to like single, plural variations, flipping the words around, that sort of stuff. Google Ads changed how phrase and exact match handles these types of queries by matching close variants of these match types. Elixir of Life apparently is is the name of coffee, according to Lenasia, and she is correct. She wins the prize. More on that later. So if it's a plural or typo or similar term, Google still gives itself permission to show your ad for those terms. Nowadays, in the Opportunities tab, it will actually recommend you not to have those versions to keep your account from getting bloated with unnecessary terms. So the rise of AI in Google Ads is basically saying, here's an example of similar keyword cluster that Google doesn't make much distinction of between. For example, we've got plus Viking plus stove or Viking stove or Viking stoves. Google's like, yo, we get it. Viking stove. You don't need to say it 19 different times. You don't need the exact match. You don't need the whole 9 yards, broad match, phrase match, etc. Indeed, when you look in search terms, you'll see where it found close variants and matched them by looking in the match type column. Okay, I get it. Remove duplicate keywords. Obviously, we don't want duplicate keywords. There's a way under tools to find them and remove them. That makes sense to me. Use labels to manage ad creative. What? The humble little label function is actually a powerhouse for organization and time saving. Oh my goodness. While they can be used on campaign, ad group, ad keyword level 2, using it for time-sensitive copy or routine testing to turn things off and on is where it shines. It also is a huge help if you want to compare higher level messaging or before and after efforts with copy tests. So labels, I just imagine someone with a binder with like pink and yellow tabs, that sort of stuff. So yes, labels, we get it. They can help organize the things. Use create ad variation for faster testing. Interesting. Speaking of streamlining ad creation and testing, another handy way to do this is by using the ad variation feature. This is located under the drafts and experiments section, which is in the toolbar just to the left of your main pane. You get a menu to specify what campaigns it will affect. So here's the point. You want to run ad variations. Does this one convert better than that one? That's your takeaway. Here's a simple way to do that. And we're going to move on. Esther writes, there are prizes. Yes. Yes. Signed copy of my book worth millions and millions of dollars. I just need to find a creative way to have a contest. So ideas on contests, feel free to share those with me. How could one win a signed copy of everybody's doing it? Advertising redefined, #1 new release in Amazon.com in the SEO category. How chat, how could they do it? How to find and improve underperforming content. Got website content that's no longer performing well? Of course we do. We have tons of garbage on our websites that is not generating clicks. It may be time to refresh them, learn how to find and boost the value of existing content, writes Lee Wilson with Search Engine Journal. All websites rely on effective content to bridge the gap between organizations and their audiences. However, not all content is created on an equal footing or has the opportunity to fulfill its true potential. It's basically a unicorn. In this practical guide, I will share a few practical tips. Oh, wow. In this practical guide, I will share a few of the practical tips. It's pretty practical, I'm just saying. It's positively practical. And advice for finding out how your content is performing, detailing a few specific tips for fixing any content areas that can work harder for your business. Okay. Using Google Analytics to identify underperforming content. Yes, you want to do this. You can go to Source Medium, and then there's a button that says landing page, and you can see which pages are getting clicks and which pages are not getting clicks. Those that are receiving 0 clicks could be referred to as zombie pages, and I am told that nowadays you want to get rid of those. There's an argument for that and against it. If you get rid of them and you linked to those pages back in the day on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc., well, then you just created a broken link. So does it really make sense to go back and delete those pages? My argument would be no. But if you did write absolute heinous garbage content or duplicate content or copywritten content, then yes, you would want to go back and delete them. So let's see. Bored. Improve existing content. We get it. 15 simple tips to master Facebook Live. Shy on camera chat. Esther Esas, all this great info is why we sent you a referral this morning. What? Esther Esas, hooking up Sender Rising with referrals. Simply perfect gifts. Las Vegas needs you. So much love. So much thank you, Esther. My incredible wife, Lenasia, wrote, it's impractical to say practically twice in one sentence. And she is correct. 15 simple tips to master Facebook Live. Here's the deal. There is no substitute for the song and dance, right? There is no substitute for stage time. If you're an actor, you want to, get on stage. You have to work your way up. Facebook Live is no different. YouTube Live is no different. Public speaking terrifies many people. There's a reason why folks are getting really excited about live, because it's live, right? If someone sneezes, well, there's your sneeze. I think sometimes YouTube content can be a bit, for lack of a better word, boring, because there it is. There's no interaction. There's nothing you can do. You can't stop them in their tracks by chatting or saying something. You have no influence. Your comment's probably never going to be seen, and that's the end of it. So currently on this live stream, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish comments. And here I am, right? You comment, you chat, you ask me a question. You can throw me off. You can make me laugh. You can interact with me. I was on a Twitch stream with Grandmaster Hikaru, who is one of the top seeded chess players in the world. And he sits all the time. And I said, hey, Hikaru, have you thought about getting a standing desk? And he saw the comment and it like, bunk, just, you could just see he thought about it for a second. He's like, no. So I didn't influence him. I don't think he's going to get a standing desk. But I, for a moment, connected with another human being across the internet, someone who's pretty much famous in the chess community. And I felt really good about it. That's not something you can do on YouTube. So before we get into 15 simple steps to master Facebook Live, let's just be real about the hours required in order to do the song and dance, right? So you might want to start with YouTube videos just so you get comfy in front of the camera. You might want to do public speaking, which you obviously can't in front of anyone nowadays. But yeah, it's just modified public speaking for 2020. Anyway, follow these 15 Facebook Live best practices to get maximum views, engagement, and leads from your live videos. Since the supposed death of Facebook organic reach, business owners and marketers have scrambled to find new ways to drum up views for their Facebook pages. The result has been more brands investing in paid Facebook ads to gain visibility on Facebook. But one Facebook feature that has great reach potential is perhaps one of the most underutilized Facebook Live videos. If you're able to overcome stage fright and use the best practices outlined in this guide, you'll find Facebook Live to be a powerful tool when it comes to boosting engagement, and generating leads. Here's the deal. I always have this kind of weird feeling about Facebook in regards to selling stuff. Like, I feel like on Facebook, selling products kind of comes across, I don't know, it can come across in not the best light, I'll put it that way, which is why I haven't quite done Facebook Live streams yet. That being said, my sister absolutely exploded on Facebook, killed it, because she's super duper duper entertaining. So maybe I'll do Facebook. Anyway, point being, be cognizant of your Facebook audience, right? If you're going in there and you're saying, hey, buy from me, this is not the point, right? Like this show, I want people in chat. I want people talking. I want people enjoying themselves. I want to educate. It's a cliche, right? But that's the point, is you're trying to build a community of happy people learning stuff together. That's the goal. That's the goal of any live. A community of cool people learning together, having fun, positive vibes. You understand me? So consider how most of my Facebook Live videos, according to Jessica Foster, rack up 300 plus views, while my business Facebook page is lucky to get over 50 impressions on a single post. Well, there you go. Choose your topic, obviously. Build some hype. Facebook Live is like a house party. Some people will show up unannounced, but most will need to be invited. You don't always get to host your party and not have any guests, viewers. We get it. Awkward. Gauge interest with comment ladders. Oh, what the heck? One way to build some hype is to use a method called comment ladders. What the heck's that? Jason Noggle knows what a comment ladder is. This is where you post something, in this case, your announcement about going live, and ask followers to comment if they're interested. It might seem a little corny at first, but it is an effective way of drumming up engagement and getting your post picked up by the Facebook algorithm. So simple posts like going live on whatever day, whatever time to talk about whatever topic. Who wants to tune in? Comment, I'm in below. That's interesting. It seems corny. She's right. But if it works, it works. Send reminders. If your comment ladder was successful, you should have a list of people who are interested in watching. Interesting. About an hour before you're due to go live, private message the people on your list to remind them that you're going live. Wow. Sounds like a lot of work. Organize your content, whether it's a webinar, YouTube video, Facebook Live. No one likes a video that rambles on and on. Oh no. Am I rambling? To avoid boring your audience to tears or losing them after just a few seconds, make sure you have some organization to your content. You know, you could read articles online about marketing. I'm trying to stick to 3 to 5 main talking points and not go over 45 minutes on camera. I don't go over 30 minutes. 30 minutes is plenty, which means we have 4 minutes left, folks. You're doing it. Prepare your studio. Wow. If you're using Facebook Live for your business, you'll want to look professional, something that's on brand. Do you know what's on brand for Jason Noggle, one of our folks in chat? I'll tell you. On brand for Jason Noggle at First Foundation Bank is a $17.3 million mansion in the background. That would be on brand. So it doesn't necessarily mean fancy equipment, but you should dress for the occasion, have a sturdy setup, and opt for great lighting. Write an eye-catching title. Oh my gosh, what would that be? So let's go live and talk about the best SEO strategies. Is less eye-catching than 3 best SEO strategies. Get more traffic. Yay. Similarly, a live title like Why Black Hat SEO Sucks, Let's Discuss, is more click-worthy than What SEO Professionals Get Wrong About Black Hat SEO Tactics. And she's right. Optimize the description, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, interviews. I should do interviews. Y'all want to see some interviews? How do we do that? What can we do? Wow, she put on clown makeup. That is, I'm going to say it, disturbing. Stay on subject as I pop off subject. Ladies and gentlemen, so much Wednesday, so much marketing is foreign language. YouTube adding more ads. We get it. They're going down to 8 minutes. Good stuff. Happy for all those people making money on YouTube. Instagram gives the option to pin post comments. So Instagram influencers can now pin 3 comments, basically making the first experience folks will have with the pin a bit more positive and better for the influencer. I get why they would do that. Snapchat sharing new data on sports engagement. Snapchat's taken over sports. Who knew? Not surprising. Highlights almost in real time. The NFL and other sporting organizations are going to want to partner with them. Keep an eye on Snapchat stock. Am I right? Google adds new prediction and trend tools to help maximize ad campaigns. They want more money. They're making it easy for you to futz around on your phone. They're going to let you know if there are new keywords that could make you a lot of money, because obviously they want you to spend more. Search Engine Journal, writing about better pay-per-click results fast with, okay, this article is like, if you're a pay-per-click pro, what do you really do to make things a bit easier for yourself? How to find and improve underperforming content. Again, if you are linking from old content, or you linked old content to your Facebook page, Twitter, whatever, I would argue that it's worth it not to go back and delete it, even though there are a lot of people calling for that. If you can go back and update old content, might be something to consider, might be worth considering. Just moving into doing live streaming and more videos, that probably is going to be a better use of your time. And last but not least, if anyone here on chat does your own live, as we grow our live, we could collaborate. Happy to hang out and give a shout out to anyone from chat to the audience, which is growing, by the way. 5 viewers, 5 likes. We had 6 viewers at some point. We're getting there, folks. There is growth, and I very much appreciate everyone on chat today hanging out, showing the love. Much appreciated. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Thursday, July 9th, if you can even believe it. And I hope you get everything you want. Everything you want in this world. Talk to y'all later.